Hello everybody, Haha No here, back from the dead, bringing you Jungle Hecarim. Hecarim is a fun jungler. He is a very interesting jungler in that if you get ahead early on, he snowballs extremely hard. He has a pretty solid late game, and he's really badass. He actually feels really fun to play. He has a great animations and tool set. He just looks like a fucking cool horse that kills stuff. It's awesome. As for the bad parts of Hecarim, he does have pretty bad early sustain. You can see here I started with Cloth 5. You can also start with Boots and Pots, which is a stronger, more aggressive sort of counter jungling and or early ganking you can do. But his early sustain is really not that great. He doesn't do a lot of damage early on. His gank prowess before level 4 or 5 or 6 is really not that great. He is pretty hard to get a hang of because his knockback is not necessarily instant and you need to position yourself properly, and also his ultimate usage is a little trickier than you might think at first. He's also very easy to fall behind because of all of this other stuff. He's one of those characters where you can't necessarily pick him up and do amazing unless you get lucky. He requires a fair amount of navigation and being aware of what you can do in order to properly utilize his complete stool set, yes, the set of shit in which he has, the stool set. In order to properly realize his full tool set and use him in an effective manner, you'll want to get a couple games, but I do like him a lot. I don't like him as much in competitive play because he doesn't offer as much. However, in a solo queue environment, he does very well. He snowballs hard, and there's not too much else you can ask from a jungler. When ganking with Hecarim, you want to make sure that you're able to push back the opponent into a desirable position. As you can see here as I push him back towards the wall instead of towards his tower. You're able to use Red Buff and Ghost in the early levels in order to enhance your damage. As you can see here as I take down a full life relay. A move like this wouldn't have been possible if Swain had not been helping me out, so you need to make sure your laners can cooperate. You can also use your knockback to help save people on a gank. Here Udyr is stuck onto Malzahar after Malzahar had picked up a kill, so I use my charge in order to pull Udyr off of Malzahar, and then my ultimate in order to have Udyr run back towards me to pick up the kill. When you're ganking a lane, you can use your ultimate to close the gap. As you can see here, I pick up the kill. The most important part about Hecarim's ultimate is knowing that the fear effect is from your current position, meaning if you overshoot them, they'll run back towards your team. This is one of the strongest aspects of Hecarim, giving him the ability to dive towers well because he's able to run in and out and use his ultimate to get onto tower range and get in sticky situations while maintaining the ability to get out of them as well. Hecarim also punishes people that are overextended even harder. As you can see here, I push their team back up into our tower, and I'm able to pick up a quick kill on Ziggs. Then, using a combination of Red Buff, Ghost, and my ultimate, I'm able to pick up the kill on this Graves despite him using Cleanse. I pop Ghost here in order to get in and out of this tower range fast enough and boost my AD damage to kill him fast without taking too many tower hits. Another thing you're going to want to abuse with his positioning is knocking people into walls. This will create a micro stun effect that will help you kill enemies even easier. When fighting with Hecarim, you want to keep in mind that you do a lot of damage in order to peel people off of your team. Here, I was going on to Renekton, however Veigar came around from our wraiths. I'm then switching my target immediately to Veigar to help save Cassiopeia, and thankfully his burst doesn't take her down. I then continue to chase Veigar and push him into the wall here for a micro stun and use my ultimate to pick up the kill. Positioning and using your CC properly is pretty important. Here I use my charge to go up and around Tryndamere and knock him back towards my team when he spins away. I then stick around on this tower and try to take down the minions in the tower. I'm going to stick around and save my ultimate for when Warwick jumps onto my carries, and then I'm going to use my ultimate to not only knock him off of my carry, but away from his tower in order for us to secure the kill. I'm going to stick around even further to try and protect my team and pick up additional kills, as we're going to continue pressuring this tower. Nidalee takes a lot of damage from Cassiopeia here, so I come in, take a bunch of tower hits in order for Cassiopeia to finish the kill, giving us a 3-0 exchange. When I play Hecarim, I usually dance on the fine line between life and death. Here I know people are at my blue trying to contest it, so I come in and start a fight to kind of aggravate them. They chase me out to my turret, however I've seen that my Cassiopeia has come back and landed a great ultimate. Because of this, I return to the fight, use my ultimate to get some CC in, and leave without getting greedy on those kills, which allows our team to pick up the kill on Nidalee and myself to live, making it a 1-0 exchange. It's very important to try and protect your team. As you can see here, I use a maximum range ultimate in order to try and pull this Ezreal off of my carry. However, Warwick picks up the kill, and I'm able to chase him down and get him off of. Hecarim does very well at sticking to an enemy, especially when he has red buff. Here I come in on bottom lane and knock the AD back into a wall. We then continue to go on Misfortune as she spins around and uses her heal to try and pick up a kill on our carry. Their jungler comes in, however he's not able to repel our team. Because your ultimate's on a really long cooldown, you have to know when to use it and when not to use it. I know Veigar is also up top here, so I don't use my ultimate to pick up this kill on Renekton. Instead, I take a few tower hits, use my ultimate to go through Veigar's stun, and then continue to chase him down to pick up the kill. Knowing when to use your ultimate and how to use your ultimate is critical as the long cooldown. Here I'm going to use my ultimate to go through a wall and hit this Graves. The Graves is knocked into my team, so I immediately switch targets onto the Ziggs. This is a pretty unique advantage to Hecarim's ultimate, as it'll go over a wall and CC a character to get the kill, while he can use his charge to chase down another kill at the same exact time. Here again, you can see that I'm sitting on my ultimate. Since the enemy has to go through me in order to return to their base, using my ultimate is not critical. I wait for Malphite to use his ultimate, and then go in and hit both Renekton and Malphite. I'm then able to CC Renekton and push him back into a wall in order to pick up the double kill. We chase through to get this Veigar, however we don't end up picking him up because the Flash Galio ultimate had missed. Well, this has been my video on Jungle Hecarim. I have a lot of fun playing him. Sometimes he can be frustrating when you get behind, however when you're ahead, the amount of damage he does is pretty unreal and he snowballs very hard. An extremely fun solo queue character, a total badass horseman that can get behind at times, but a fun character overall. I'm releasing a lot more videos on a regular basis because I'm now graduating from college and I should have a lot more time on the nights after I'm done with work, as opposed to trying to get projects and being all around the country for the last couple of weeks. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't like it, yell at me in the comment section. And until next time, good luck, have fun.